Everybody, welcome back to Sid's Modded Life, episode 92 with me, Sid, and just need to quickly recharge this. It should have a reasonable rate of recharge on that, maybe. Yeah, shouldn't take too long. So last episode, while that's recharging, we started work, well, last two episodes we started work on our space station, the Leo space station, low Earth orbit. Oh, there we go. We charged. Told you it wouldn't take long. And we made a sphere with alter with thingy in it, and we started last episode and put an atmosphere in that sphere, and I had to make a few tweaks to Galacticraft configs. And where are you? The end? No. You should be somewhere abouts. Why can I not see you? Don't know. Should be able to see it. Let's head to the. We'll use the end as a bouncing point, and if that doesn't work, then we'll try the witch hut. End and Olympus, home, witch hut, Leo. There we go. Get there eventually. Bounce around a little bit. Anyway, so I started working on the Taurus to try and get a little bit of the building work done. And let me just land. And I've got the first and the outer ring in. That's all done. And then I noticed that my oxygen was going down. And well, let's have a look. See whether it's playing ball now, shall we? Thank you. So it's actually getting juice now, but none of these were getting juice. I'm gonna put these in as name this, what's it? Oxygen 1. Yeah, you like that? play on words. Okay, and we shall put the glass back, and then we'll do the others, just so I can see them in the thing. Yeah, all my power had gone. Every last smidge of power had gone, and consequently, it was obviously not good. I went back to the overworld. Oh, that's oxygen 2. And fortunately, you know, there was enough juice being generated when I went there, because this was unchunk loaded, that the storage system came back online. That's where I was going. Now, it appears that the culprit was my excavator, or at least the big culprit. Huge amount of power drain, and I have turned that off for the time being, because I think it's empty, and B, we'll leave this here. We don't need any of that, do we? No. And B, it's, well, you'll see when we get back. I'll show you just how much iron we've got. But it made me think I actually do need to start doing something about my power again, because once I move on and start onto the orbital mining laser, we're going to be draining power at a rate of knots. Yeah, we've got 29,500 stacks of iron. And 3,800 stacks of iron grit, which are being processed obviously by the system. Well, there better be anyway. Every now and again. Yeah, there you go. Another one goes in. So we don't need iron. That note, by the way, is just the dimensions for the Taurus. So when I go back to plots to build my Taurus dimensions, it's all sorted. So we need to sort out power. Now, since I've done that, I did a little bit of AFKing at the Guardian farm, did some mending on my tools and equipment. We have actually managed to recoup our power. But as you can see, we are draining it, and if we head in and have a look at the connections, I need to find out what that is. I really need to make sure and get into the habit of actually labeling these things properly, because Some of these we don't necessarily know what they are. You can see these are not using any juice at the moment, but there's no, I think the point is unloaded, the dimension is unloaded. So yeah, power is power. So it occurs to me that we've got, I think it was 100 million RF of storage there, and if we were to go down the Flux Networks route, we can get a storage system which in one block can store 128 million RF. However, this requires us to make 6 of these, so that makes 6 of those for one of those. That needs that needs this stuff, and that needs obsidian and eyes of ender. Eyes of ender are not a desperate problem. We have got, well, access to the ender for one, and obsidian is one of the things we are always running out of. So I was looking at various options to make obsidian, and it occurred to me that, well, we have a lava fabricator. That's one option. But that's going to use power, and the issue is that we want to get away from using power. Now everything we make is going to use power, but I want to use, so I would like to make a system to pump. Don't think we're quite there yet. Make me some of those, and I need one of those, thank you, and that, thank you very much. So we're going to pump lava from the nether, because why wouldn't you? We are going to need a lever for the pump, so make me a lever, thank you very much. We're going to need a fluid thing. I may have one of those. Let me just check my cables and pipes. I do, excellent. We are going to want a point. I'm trying to think what else we need on the nether side. We also need 2 ender tanks. Let's go and get those. Tank. And maybe we use a quantum tank. What is involved with a quantum tank actually? Let me just come and have a look at that. Not a lot. So yeah, maybe we'll use a quantum tank at this end to store the lava in the first thing. But we need to make ender tanks. We need 2 of those. So 2 of them. 1, 2, and that gives us 1. Didn't I not just make 2? Oh yeah, of course I have a system that automatically pulls them apart, don't I? And then we go with orange, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that will fit the bill. Orange, 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 orange. Thank you. Quantum tank, we need to store that somewhere and give it an output. That is where's a good place? Maybe if we put an external, yeah, that'll do me. External storage, one of those, start. So that'll get us lava, and it should be reasonably inexpensive. It's not going to be free, but it will be reasonably inexpensive. So we can basically have, how do I want to, if I do that, no. I know, we're going to come into the wall. And we shall go and place the quantum tank there. We shall place the external storage there. It is going to be fluid and it needs a bucket of lava. Whether I have any. Not apparent. Apparently we do not have a bucket of lava. May go and find a bucket of lava somewhere. I'll be back in a sec. Got one. Went into the one of our old caving locations that we'd not actually used for a while. So we are going to set you to fluid, and you are going to be that one, and you are going to hang on, let me just double check. The storage goes priority 10. So basically I've kind of given myself a little bit of wiggle room there, so we'll go priority 10 and set. And then with a little bit of luck, we've got the right cabling in here to connect that up. Yeah, we need a cutting tool, and we'll get some covers for that. Let's not be untidy. Cutting tool, boop, and boop. We need another one, and boop. And then one of those needs to become that, I think. And that lot can go away. So I think we should be good then with you to go on. No, that's not what I wanted. Damn you. Let me take that out. We can always do all of that again. And then we do that. This placement system is not perfect. Let me do that. That might work better, yes. And then we can get you again, and we can set you there. Like it. Oh, damn it. I don't want gasoline in there. 2003. I don't want you to have gasoline in you. Damn you. Okay, let me. So this needs to be fluid. It needs to be set to that, and it's priority 10, and we will hook it up like that. And you are a whitelist. Right, that's better. That will do the trick, I think. We can pop that there. Oh, damn, you are in the wrong side. Huh. Let me just try this like this then. I'm going to break that, aren't I? Which is already set. Damn you. Oh man, this is bloody annoying. Right. I can't remember what that was now. That was oil. I think that was diesel. Right, back in a moment. Alright, that took altogether much longer than it should have done. However, I finally got this in. If I turn you on to, if I flip you round, you will have a whole bucket of lava in you, and everything should be good. One bucket of lava. Diesel is going in there again, at least. That lot helps if you put it into the relevant thing. So we've got that sorted. We've got a pump, we've got you, we've got power, we have got that and all of that. What we do want is some stone, and no, we are set to head to the nether. So what we'll do is let me take a little bit more stone. Sorry, we'll grab some netherrack. Netherrack will do the trick while we're in there. And yeah, so that should now be happily. Yep, it's working. That should be happily working, so let us head into the nether. We shall get ourselves a nice lava lake and get it chunk loaded and start pumping it out. Sounds like a plan to me. Well, it's been a while since I've been in the nether. And I was just minding my own business, and the next thing, bang, I'm on fire. So yeah, that wasn't good. Anyway, before we go any further, let us switch to a more hate night vision in the nether. But doesn't matter. We've got a more reliable form of flight here. And I'm very tempted to just go in the middle of this, you know. Let me just deal with Chucklehead there. Yeah, where that is dropping down there would almost seem to be perfectly suited for being right slap bang in the middle of a lava lake. The only issue is, best way of getting out there, probably just lay blocks out and not worry too much about it. I'm probably overthinking it. What's that? Violet sapphire. I will have that though. I like violet sapphire. It's violet and it's sapphire-y. Grab those, grab that one, and get ready to jump out. Right, so I'm going to basically, I think, well, we'll take it on the top there. Head out to that little lava plume, and I'm not nervous at all, honest. I'm crapping myself. I know I've got flight. I know this is those great things where you know the reality of the situation you're in. It's perfectly safe, or you know, for a given value of perfectly safe anyway. So let's get a oops, no, God damn it. Let's get that in like this, and then we can place down our pump like so. That will go on the top. I do want to get a box around us before we get gasted, so let us try to avoid getting set on fire by whatever evil gods of setting people on fire exist in this world. Okay, and then yeah, we'll just come out like that. Damn it. And then one more, I think, and then we'll box off the top. Let me quickly build this up. I mean, you know, someone building a box out of stone is not the most interesting viewing, so I'll be back in a mo. Alright, we should be in a position to, well, first things first, let's place our tank. Then we can come over, right, hang on a second, I need probably tools. Please tell me I've got a hammer on me. No, not tools, cables, immersive. Please tell me I've got a hammer on me. I have. We're going to make that an output and pop that away, and then we're going to stick you on there. We're going to get that. We'll relabel this nether lava pump, and we shall turn that on, and we should see, all things being equal, lava being pumped out of the nether and into the real world. We do need to make sure that this area, certainly those four are good, but I'm thinking maybe that should be more than enough, shouldn't it? If we can't do it, make do with that amount of lava, then there's a real problem. And what we probably find is, if we were to go down to the bottom, is this lava is being replaced by cobblestone as we speak. So, well, that's the thing. We are good. Let's head back to the overworld and start putting said lava to use, shall we? And yeah, I've got a reasonably simple solution for that one, so we'll get that in place, and I shall be back in a mo. Alright, I've just AFK'd for a little while. I kind of occurred to me, I'm doing things a little bit backwards here, but it will make sense eventually, I'm sure. And obviously this thing here has now got nearly 475 buckets worth of lava in it, and it is ticking away. However, we don't really need to, in fact I don't even need to do that, do I? I can, in all sensibility, put the exporter away. Let me make another ender tank spare. Ender tank 1, 2, make me that, and another one please, thank you very much. And then I'm going to get some orange, a couple of orange, and a couple of ink, just to signify, well, signify lava to obsidian. Go plob, and then lava, and then leave the middle one blank. That should work. The nice thing with this is if you do cock up, you can always go and, you know, just redo it. Now I want a fluid, one of them, which means I need one of them, followed by one of them, and one of them. Now this will seem somewhat silly, but it will make sense, I promise. We take one of you and we pop you down there, and then we come down here and we'll just pop this into there, and we'll have another tank full of lava. Lovely. Just what we always wanted. An intermediary kind of tank thing. But the idea is I want to be able to turn the obsidian off at times and maybe have the lava, because I don't know actually how many things we actually use lava for, to be honest. What do we craft with a bucket of lava? Things. Some things. Not a huge amount. It probably would have been quicker just to put them in there, but it doesn't matter. Well, it's 500 buckets of lava already. Right, so we need a fluid placer. A fluid placer is this one. We're going to make one of those. It's a auto placer, and then we're going to make one of those, and that is a fluid placer. That will place fluid. Duh. And if I remember rightly, it doesn't bother about power. It doesn't. Cool. However, the other device we're going to need does bother about power, and that is going to be a block breaker. Now I've already tested the block breakers to find out which one is the tool, and these two are not. It is this one. Well, it means we need one of them, which means of course we need one of them, and then we should be able to make one of them armed with, can I make a stone, let's try that again. Wood gear, bang. No, let's try over there. Let's make a stone gear, lovely. Let's make a golden gear, also lovely. Let's make a shovel, and let us make a pick. And iron gears. Yeah, there's your problem. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it the other way. I think we can do just go over there. I do gear, iron gear to start. And eventually we will get one and two. Acts like a gear. Yeah. Okay, back to block breaker. Block breaker. Do everything should be in, and oh crap. Can I go and get a pick? Shovel. I think they've been recycled. Block breaker. take that out and put that in there, take that out and put that in there, get you. Right, so we've got the block breaker. Now the other thing we're going to need is a flux point to remove power from the network. Start. And I think with the addition of a bucket of water and a quick snooze, that is it. And I'm not going to put this anywhere fancy. I think we shall just, I think the obsidian, in fact keeping lava is, I don't know, where shall we stick this out, where it's out the way and not causing any grief? I mean, we could always go into here and just, I mean, this is really not doing much, but if we were to just hide it back here, that would be fine by my figuring. So what we're going to have is a trench. I didn't get a bucket of water, idiot. Thank you. We don't really, as I say, we don't really need this to be anything fancy. That can go there. The block breaker will go there with the flux point on it. I know what we do need is an ender chest. We'll call this block breaker, well, in fact we'll call it obsidian breaker, why not? And it's going to be on Cid power. And it's facing the wrong bloody way around. Of course it is. There. And then we'll have this will come here. And that will go, actually before we do that, because it doesn't, this doesn't, well it did pick it up, but we need to output, oh no, we're alright. We can place you on the top there and turn that round. So all we need to do then is configure an output for the obsidian. Right, let me get that done. Be back in a sec. Alright, I've got it set up so we can turn it off with a lever here. Simple hopper at the bottom, chucking obsidian into here. So obviously that's gone through a whole load in very short time. Because I've stuck a control on it, we're going to have a door back there. Those factory doors are quite nice for the space station, although they look a bit grimy. I'd be interested to know how those worked actually. I mean, obviously I think we can put a, well, if we had a block there, let me just try this. Oops. Sorry, I know I'm prevaricating here, but I think that's the word I'm looking for. If it's not, then no, it does not want me to let me put that down there. What about here? No. There is no automated closing and opening of it, then that's fine. Or if there is, I don't know how you'd do it. It may not even work as a sealable object, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. So what have we got at the moment? 569 lava. We have got obsidian 357 in the bag, so we can turn that on and obviously make a whole load more. But what we need to do is we need to have a look at the flux network thing. So it knows how to make flux cores. Does it know how to make flux? It doesn't. How do you make flux? Can you not? cook redstone? I know on later versions you can cook it. Let me have a look. No. So basically we're going to have to do the old throw redstone on a fire malarkey, which is annoying. I hate that as a mechanic, but there you go. We've only got 1,000 redstone as well, which is a little bit worrying. However, let's have a look at the flux network stuff. So if I want to make a basic flux storage, I need glass panes. Do you know how to make glass panes? Do you know how to make glass panes? Probably not. So first things first, we need to teach you how to make a glass pane like so. And then, oops, we need to teach you how to make a flux network basic storage. It knows how to make those, I think, fairly certain it does. So if we tell it how to make those, yes, it does know how to make those. Then it needs to know how to make Herculean, which is 12.8 million RF, which is still, one of those is still 3 of the other storage. However, that's fine, we'll put it into there. And then finally it needs to know how to make a gargantuan flux storage, which we'll put into there. Now with a bit of luck we've got storage in the controllers. If we haven't, not a problem. That bit's empty, so that and that can go in. Those two are not empty. Those are definitely not empty. Neither are they. Neither are they. None of those. None of those. We're actually surprisingly out of crafter space. But that's really simple. We'll make a new crafter. Start. Boop. Shouldn't take too long. And done. And then we'll just, I don't know, we'll stick you there, I suppose. Doesn't really matter. So now it should know how to make flux network basic, gargantuan. So one of those, if I say to that, it says it's missing 6 of those. Yeah, you know how, but you know how to make. I taught you how to make those, haven't I? Why are you not able to do that? You should be subcrowd. Processing or diction. Okay. So if I tell it to make 6 of those, makes 1. So 6. I shouldn't have to do this though. Hang on. So 6 6s are 36. Oh, it's missing the obsidian and it's missing that. Now that's fine. I'm okay with that. It means more redstone than we've got. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to go red. I don't think there's any clever tricks for redstone that we can do other than a witch farm. Redstone. We use you to make redstone. And redstone is made, no, redstone is made. Any particular trick ways we can do it with that. Some world gen, mob drops from witches, crusher will give us 6 per, which is actually not bad if we had a crusher. That will give us 10 per. Oh, that's interesting. Let me just, what am I doing with, somewhere there is an export I know it's through here somewhere. Hang on, let's have a look. Okay. So you are exporting all of those, and all of those, and redstone to the crusher. So that's fine. So we should be able to make redstone for days. All we need to do is go and mine it with our silk pitch. I'm going to head off to, I think, I'll go head down to the area we were mining at, and I'm going to do a little bit of mining and be back in a mo. I just thought I'd pop back into the nether because I've got 410 from that little caving trip. That's 41 redstone, of course. However, this is definitely working very well. It's doing its trick exactly as intended. Now, what I thought I would try for a little bit while is looking for nether redstone ore, and also any interesting ones like black diamond or violet sapphire. No, and diamond for that matter. We can always use diamond. So, you know, just grab some of the basics. However, what we need to the drawback with nether redstone is it's red, and netherrack is kind of red as well, which makes life a little bit more tricky. But yeah, it's worth a try. See whether we can. The caving, as much as I love caving, is not as fast as I would like. Hello. So I think we need to look at a few other options here. So yeah, I'm going to have a little fertile around in the nether, and again I shall be back with you in a mo. Yeah, this is a much better way of doing it. For one, the nether ceiling is absolutely riddled with this stuff. It's actually not that difficult to see once you get your eyes attuned to looking for it as well. And because we've got the bat wings, what I've been doing around the nether ceiling is I basically get myself up to the top and then taking it out that way. So if I can find a good patch, there's a little bit there, look. So come up to the ceiling, wedge myself against it, get right next to it, and then up. And now periodically one of those little buggers will spawn, and most of the time they actually can't hit you, because they fall before they get, you know, in there. But now and again one of the little buggers will get a hit in, but it's not a biggie. I've not really bothered with diamond, to be honest, either. I have to say I've not been looking, which I know is kind of like almost like sacrilege in Minecraft terms, but yeah, we've got 128 blocks, which is 1,200 redstone once it's ground up. So I'm going to get another. Oh no, I'm not getting this properly, but I'll just sit there. Hey, I see you there, sir, and you, mate. Yeah. So, is that what I think it is? No, it's not. That isn't either. Damn you. Now, there is one trick. This stuff here, like that, with Silk Touch will obviously give me leaves. But if you break it with a fortune pick, it will actually give you... I say fortune pick. What do you work? Do you work with? Yeah, it has to be a fortune pick. I thought so. But yeah, it will actually drop redstone. So there is a renewable redstone resource. What I cannot remember, and I've only got 2 of those, so I should probably try and get a couple more, is these go upside down, and I can't remember if there is a way to... I've done it years and years ago we harvested these in Agrarian Skies 1 for their redstone. And of course the question becomes, is there a way to automate harvesting these? Now obviously they're going to need to grow off of netherrack or something, but can we plant them in the overworld? Will they grow at all? I don't know, and the answer to that is I do not rightly know, but I'm game to find out. I thought I saw some over here. Yes, I did. Now there's always a danger that you break into a lava pocket doing this, but yeah, it's not that high, and I can't say that I'm complaining about the fact that this stuff definitely seems to work. So I will grab a little bit more, we'll go back to the overworld, and I think we'll be getting close to end of episode, which is a shame. I was hoping to do so much more, but that, oh well, doesn't really matter. This, I should probably fly for this. Back in a mo. Okay, we're back. So redstone, we currently have 1016. Let us put all of our goodies in there. And what we should hopefully see now is that should be counting down, and that is going up considerably. So that's going to take a while. That should be 2000. I would expect to get 2000, maybe be at 3000 odd once that's all processed, plus that bit. I'm going to keep that in my inventory just to remind me that I want to potentially play with that and see if it will work. It it stopped growing in the overworld, and that's going to take a while. Our lava situation is at 1006, so I'm going to go and also turn back on the obsidian generator, and I will probably, while both of these are working, do one other little trick that springs to mind. Why are you not showing us a... Oh well, doesn't matter. Clear. See, that's showing us not having juice again, and I don't know why. Priorities earn output. That's a flux point, so that should be drawing power. Intriguing. I better go and check my power again. But something very wrong. Ultimately though, we are going to be, mind you, we are drawing. I don't know why that's not getting juice. This side is fine, if I can get to it, and it's drawing power, and no idea. Anyway, that is grinding redstone. Another one goes in. So yeah, that's where we are. And until next time, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye for now.